twisted realities collide, forging a landscape of impossible beauty and terrifying desolation, where worlds bleed into one. Ancient jungle flora now chokes the steel skeletons of forgotten skyscrapers, claiming humanity's silent monuments. A crimson glow pulses on the horizon, painting the jagged ruins with an ominous, fiery light, announcing a new horror. The ground trembles with a seismic rhythm, a colossal entity drawing near, its immense mass shaking the very air. From the smoldering distance, the Lava Colossus emerges, a titan of magma and hardened obsidian, radiating primal heat. Its form shifts, a living volcano moving with terrifying purpose, molten rivers flowing across its massive, craggy hide. The Colossus advances relentlessly, each ponderous step leaving trails of scorched earth and shimmering, superheated air. It seeks a domain worthy of its destructive power, drawn by the raw, unstable energy of the multiversal convergence point. The air crackles with oppressive warmth, the invading titan's presence melting scattered remnants of urban infrastructure. Vines hiss and shrivel as the intense heat washes over them, turning vibrant green into brittle, crumbling ash. The Colossus surveys the ruined cityscape, its form a towering inferno against the bruised, twilight sky. Jagged peaks of glass and steel rise like broken teeth from the encroaching jungle, a testament to forgotten power. This fractured realm, a mosaic of disparate worlds, offers a volatile arena for a clash of primordial forces. The Colossus lets out a deep, guttural rumble, a sound that shakes the very foundations of the shattered earth. It strides deeper into the hybrid landscape, its molten eyes scanning for any challenge to its fiery dominance. An unseen force draws it towards the heart of the fractured reality, a nexus of raw, untamed power. The air grows thick with the scent of ozone and sulfur, a heavy shroud settling over the desolate battlefield. Towering structures, once monuments to human ambition, now stand as silent witnesses to this cosmic invasion. The Colossus raises a colossal, lava-encrusted arm, its glowing fist impacting a crumbling skyscraper with explosive force. Stone and steel explode outwards, a shower of superheated debris showering the surrounding, overgrown streets below. A challenge has been issued, a declaration of intent echoing through the despoiled, silent canyons of the city. Yet, the ruins are not entirely silent, for another king already claims this desolate, fractured, unstable territory. A low, rumbling growl vibrates through the metal skeletons, an answering challenge from the depths of the urban jungle. High above, atop a skyscraper, tilted precariously against the bruised sky, a silhouette emerges, dark and formidable. Titan Rex, scarred and hardened by countless battles, surveys the encroaching invader with cold, reptilian fury. His scales, etched with glowing rift cracks, pulse with an inner light, a testament to his connection to this world. He lets out a thunderous roar, a primeval challenge that tears through the superheated air, asserting his dominion. The sound is raw and territorial, a clear message to the molten behemoth. This fractured realm belongs to him. Rex's eyes, burning with fierce intelligence, fix upon the Lava Colossus, unwavering in their defiant gaze. He flexes massive claws, digging into the crumbling concrete, his powerful frame tensing for the inevitable confrontation. The Colossus pauses, its molten form momentarily still, acknowledging the audacious challenge from the smaller titan. Then, with a furious eruption, it unleashes a torrent of incandescent molten rock towards Rex's precarious perch. The fiery wave surges forward, a river of liquid destruction cascading towards the defiant dinosaur king above. Rex reacts instantly, his powerful legs propelling him from the skyscraper summit in a blur of motion. He leaps across the chasm, landing with bone-jarring force on another, equally unstable, adjacent structure. The molten rock washes over his previous position, melting steel and vaporizing concrete in a cataclysmic display. Rex snarls, a sound of pure aggression, as he witnesses the destructive power of his fiery new adversary. This opponent is unlike any he has faced, a living embodiment of the Earth's most destructive, primal forces. The Colossus lumbers forward, its molten body radiating an aura of overwhelming, scorching power and relentless might. It seeks to engulf Rex, to melt away his claim with sheer, overwhelming heat and unyielding, volcanic fury. Rex descends into the labyrinthine streets below, using the shattered urban environment to a strategic advantage. He weaves through the skeletal remains of buildings, the concrete and rebar offering temporary, fragile cover. The Colossus unleashes another wave of molten rock, aiming to cut off Rex's escape, to trap him in a fiery net. Rex spots a colossal, precariously balanced section of a collapsed building, a potential weapon in his arsenal. With a mighty shove, he sends the massive concrete slab tumbling towards the advancing river of liquid fire below. The impact is immense, the collapsing structure smothering a significant portion of the molten flow, creating thick steam. Hissing clouds of superheated vapor erupt, momentarily obscuring the battlefield in a churning, blinding fog. Rex uses this sudden, dense cover to reposition, his keen senses guiding him through the suffocating, hot mist. The Colossus bellows in frustration, its molten eyes attempting to pierce the obscuring, billowing steam cloud. It unleashes jets of searing flame, attempting to disperse the vapor, to reveal its elusive, agile foe. Rex bursts from the steam, charging towards a cluster of intact water towers, their metallic gleam catching his eye. He smashes into the nearest tower with a guttural roar, rupturing its rusted steel shell with incredible force. A torrent of stored water cascades downwards, dousing the superheated ground and creating an even larger steam cloud. The thermal shock is immense, causing sections of the molten rock to harden and crack with loud, explosive sounds. Rex disappears once more into the swirling, dense fog, a ghost in the ruins, using the environment masterfully. The Colossus, however, adapts quickly, its molten skin growing hotter, radiating an even more intense, destructive aura. It begins to absorb the surrounding heat, its bulk swelling slightly, its very presence turning stone to ash. The ground beneath its feet glows ominously, the concrete and asphalt liquefying into bubbling, viscous pools. It extends a massive, glowing hand, touching a nearby steel beam, which instantly glows white-hot, and then melts. The molten steel flows like a river, guided by the Colossus's will, a dangerous, liquid weapon against its foe. Rex senses the heightened threat, the increase in ambient temperature, and the new, lethal tactics of the Invader. He sees the molten steel snaking through the ruins, a glowing, deadly current seeking to ensnare him. He leaps over the flowing metal, his powerful legs propelling him with explosive force, narrowly avoiding the searing touch. The Colossus then hurls a massive chunk of burning rubble, a projectile of superheated stone and twisted rebar. The fiery missile screams through the air, aimed directly at Rex, trailing smoke and sparks in its deadly wake. Rex ducks behind a reinforced concrete wall, the projectile impacting with a deafening explosion, shattering the barrier. Debris rains down around him, sharp shards of concrete and twisted metal, but he remains unscathed, utterly focused. His rift cracks pulse with a faint, internal light, absorbing residual energy from the Colossus's fiery attacks. This battle is a dance of destruction, a brutal ballet of elemental power and raw, untamed, primordial might. The Colossus unleashes another barrage of burning rubble, attempting to overwhelm Rex with sheer, destructive volume. Rex dodges and weaves, his agility surprising for a creature of his immense size and formidable, muscular build. He uses the fragmented structures as shields, deflecting or absorbing impacts, minimizing direct exposure to the heat. The air shimmers with heat haze, distorting the already surreal landscape into a nightmare of molten light and shadow. The Colossus's molten eyes glow brighter, its determination hardening, its destructive intent growing with each failed strike. It focuses its energy, concentrating the surrounding heat into a single, devastating, focused beam of pure plasma. The beam lances out, a blinding shaft of searing energy, carving a destructive path through the ruined cityscape. Rex feels the intense heat before the beam even reaches him, the air around him becoming volatile and supercharged. He anticipates the attack, rolling behind a massive, toppled water tower, its thick steel offering temporary protection. The plasma beam scorches the tower, melting a gaping hole through its side, but Rex remains shielded, hidden. The Colossus bellows in frustration, its molten body radiating an even fiercer, more intense, destructive heat. It begins to strategically collapse buildings, creating walls of fire and rubble to funnel Rex into open ground. The ground trembles violently as structures groan and collapse, sending plumes of dust and debris into the toxic air. Rex finds himself navigating a treacherous maze of falling girders and cascading, burning rubble. Ever alert, he leaps over a chasm created by a recent collapse, his powerful tail lashing out for balance and stability. The Colossus is relentless, its patience wearing thin, its molten heart set on incinerating the defiant dinosaur. It unleashes a massive, sweeping wave of lava, attempting to engulf an entire section of the ruined urban jungle. The molten tide surges forward, consuming everything in its path, turning concrete and steel into bubbling, fiery slag. Rex races against the flow, his powerful legs pounding the scorched earth, seeking higher ground, a moment's reprieve. He scales a crumbling office building, its once pristine facade now a skeletal frame covered in thick, grasping vines. From his elevated position, Rex observes the expanding sea of fire, the Colossus' destructive power undeniable. His rift cracks pulse, absorbing the raw, unstable energy emanating from the lava. A subtle, internal transformation beginning. A faint, golden glow emanates from his scales, an unexpected reaction to the intense, sustained thermal onslaught. The heat, instead of harming him, seems to be nourishing something deep within his multiversal touched physiology. His body grows warm, a comforting internal fire, as if the lava's destructive power is being repurposed, transformed. Rex watches the Colossus, a new understanding dawning in his ancient, intelligent, reptilian eyes, a dangerous realization. The golden glow intensifies, spreading from his rift cracks across his entire, formidable, scaled hide, shimmering brightly. Rex feels a surge of raw power, a profound shift in his very being, his connection to the rift deepening further. His skin, once merely tough, now hardens visibly, gaining a tempered, almost metallic sheen, reflecting the fiery light. The air around him, once oppressive, now feels invigorating. The extreme heat no longer a threat, but a source of strength. He descends from the building, striding directly towards the molten flow, his newfound resistance tested immediately. The superheated lava washes over his feet, yet he stands firm, unyielding, a statue of living, hardened stone. No ease of pain, no sign of melting, only a faint, satisfied rumble emanating from his massive, powerful chest. The Colossus pauses, its molten eyes, registering surprise, a flicker of something akin to confusion in its fiery gaze. This defiance, this unexpected immunity to its primal heat, is an anomaly it has never encountered before. It unleashes another torrent of molten rock, a direct, concentrated blast aimed squarely at Rex's chest, testing his limits. The liquid fire impacts, spreading across Rex's hardened scales. But instead of burning, it simply flows over him. His body radiates a counterheat, an internal furnace matching the Colossus's fury, rendering its attacks ineffective. Rex lets out a defiant roar, a sound of newfound power, challenging the Colossus directly. No longer merely evading, he charges forward, a living projectile of tempered scales and raw, unyielding, primeval, multiversal strength. The ground cracks beneath his thunderous steps, debris scattering as he closes the distance with terrifying speed. The Colossus, enraged by this insolence, prepares for a direct impact, its massive, lava-encrusted fists clenching tight. It swings a colossal arm, a blow capable of pulverizing mountains, aiming to crush Rex beneath its fiery might. Rex meets the attack head-on, his hardened skull impacting the Colossus's fist with a resounding, seismic crash. A shockwave ripples through the ruins, shattering nearby windows and sending tremors through the fractured earth. Neither titan yields, their immense power colliding in a brutal, bone-jarring, primal display of raw force. Rex's jaws snap open, revealing rows of razor-sharp, hate-resistant teeth, glowing faintly with his internal energy. He bites down on the Colossus's arm, his powerful jaws attempting to crush the hardened obsidian and molten rock. The Colossus roars in pain, a sound of grinding stone and erupting magma, as Rex's teeth find purchase. Molten blood, like liquid fire, oozes from the wound, sizzling against Rex's scales, but causing no harm. The Colossus retaliates with a powerful headbutt, its craggy forehead impacting Rex's side with tremendous force. Rex stumbles, momentarily disoriented, but his hardened body withstands the blow, absorbing the immense kinetic energy. He regains his footing quickly, his eyes burning with renewed fury. The taste of victory now within his grasp. This battle is no longer about survival. It is about proving dominion, asserting his place in this multiversal struggle. Rex spots an anomaly in the landscape, a shimmering distortion, an unstable pit, pulsating with faint, raw energy. This is a heart fragment pit, a nexus of pure rift energy, volatile and capable of immense, unpredictable destruction. A dangerous strategy forms in Rex's mind, a calculated risk to end this fiery, destructive confrontation decisively. He needs to lure the Colossus, to force the molten titan into this unstable, dangerous, energy-rich chasm. Below, Rex begins to circle the Colossus, his movements swift and agile, drawing the larger, slower titan towards the pit. The Colossus, blinded by rage and its own destructive power, follows, intent on incinerating its persistent, agile foe. It unleashes another barrage of burning projectiles, attempting to corner Rex, to force him into a direct, fiery confrontation. Rex dodges, using the ruins as a maze, always leading the Colossus closer to the shimmering, unstable fissure. The ground around the heart fragment pit pulses with an eerie, violet light, a warning of its inherent volatility. The Colossus, focused solely on Rex, fails to notice the subtle, dangerous shifts in the ground beneath its massive feet. Rex then makes his move, a sudden, powerful charge directly at the Colossus's flank, impacting with all his force. The blow sends the molten titan staggering, off balance, its colossal weight shifting precariously towards the glowing pit. The Colossus roars in alarm, realizing its peril, attempting to regain its footing. But the momentum is too great. Rex pushes relentlessly, his powerful legs driving him forward, pressing the Colossus towards the edge of destruction. The earth groans under the immense pressure, cracks spider-webbing outwards from the rim of the unstable chasm. With a final, desperate shove, Rex forces the Colossus over the precipice, into the swirling, dangerous heart fragment pit. The molten titan plunges downwards, its fiery form disappearing into the glowing, unstable depths of the energy void. A guttural roar of shock and fury echoes from the pit, a sound of a titan realizing its impending doom. Rex backs away quickly, his eyes fixed on the pulsating pit, knowing his work is not yet finished, not truly over. He needs to ensure the Colossus cannot simply climb out, cannot resume its reign of fiery, destructive terror. A plan forms, a final, devastating blow, utilizing the volatile energies of the pit itself against the trapped titan. Rex draws a deep breath, his chest expanding, his rift cracks glowing with an intense, vibrant, golden light. He unleashes a shockwave roar, a primal scream of pure, concentrated, destructive sonic energy, aimed at the pit. The roar is deafening, a physical force that tears through the air, vibrating the very fabric of the fractured world. The ground around the hot fragment pit shatters violently, sending massive fissures ripping through the unstable earth. Chunks of concrete, rebar, and earth collapse inwards, burying the struggling Colossus beneath tons of debris. The unstable heart fragment pit reacts violently to the sonic assault, its energies becoming wildly, dangerously turbulent. A blinding flash of light erupts from the chasm, followed by a concussive blast that rattles the entire landscape. The explosion is monumental, a cataclysmic event that rips through the ruins, tearing apart the very ground itself. A mushroom cloud of dust, smoke, and raw energy billows skyward, painting the dark heavens with destructive hues. Rex braces himself against the shockwave, his hardened scales absorbing the impact, but he feels the immense force. The ruins around him are further devastated, buildings collapsing into dust, the ground becoming a scarred, broken wasteland. When the dust begins to settle, a massive crater remains where the pit once was, a testament to the colossal power. No sign of the Lava Colossus remains, only lingering heat and the acrid smell of ozone and pulverized stone. Rex stands amidst the desolation, his chest heaving, his body battered, but victorious, despite the heavy cost. His rift cracks, once glowing brightly, now flicker faintly. The immense exertion draining his newfound, adaptive energy. Deep lacerations mar his hardened hide, remnants of the Colossus's last, desperate attacks, bleeding dark, viscousy core. A low groan escapes him, a sound of exhaustion, as he surveys the extent of his own significant injuries. His powerful legs tremble slightly, his muscles aching from the prolonged, brutal, elemental confrontation. The victory is undeniable, but the price paid is steep, leaving the dinosaur king vulnerable and deeply wounded. He limps slowly through the freshly scarred landscape, each step a testament to his immense will and endurance. The air is thick with dust and the lingering scent of sulfur, a grim reminder of the cataclysmic battle. Rex finds a partially intact skyscraper, its base still rooted firmly, offering a temporary, precarious shelter. He collapses heavily against its cold, steel frame, his eyes scanning the horizon, ever vigilant for new threats. His gaze falls upon the distant, shimmering rifts that scar the sky, gateways to other, unknown dimensions. A sense of unease settles over him, a primal instinct warning of unseen dangers, of eyes watching from beyond. He knows this victory, while hard-won, is merely a single battle in a larger, multiversal, unending war. The shattered map of worlds continues to respond, new energies pulsing through the fractured, unstable reality. Other Kaiga-level beings, other intelligent factions, will undoubtedly arrive, drawn by the raw power of the convergence. Rex is no longer just a monster of one world. He is a contender, a king in a cosmic, brutal food chain. His roar echoes, albeit weakly through the desolate ruins, a declaration of continued defiance, of unbreakable spirit. He closes his eyes for a moment, seeking to conserve energy, to heal his body, to prepare for the inevitable. The fused world hums with residual energy, a volatile symphony of clashing realities, always on the brink. The sky above, a canvas of bruised purples and angry reds, reflects the turmoil of the battle below. Distant thunder rumbles, not from a storm, but from the shifting, unstable, tearing fabric of the multiverse itself. Rex shifts his weight, the pain a dull ache, a constant companion in this harsh, unforgiving, fractured existence. His senses remained heightened, attuned to every tremor, every subtle shift in the chaotic, multiversal energy surrounding him. He is a creature of instinct and immense power, a survivor forged in the fires of countless, brutal conflicts. The ruins offer little comfort, only a temporary respite before the next wave of cosmic, destructive invaders arrives. He remembers Tiamat, his uneasy ally, another powerful force navigating this treacherous, multiversal, unstable landscape. Their pact, born of necessity against a common foe, now seems a distant memory in the wake of this new threat. He wonders if she, too, faces such formidable, elemental, destructive challenges in other parts of this fused world. The thought is fleeting, quickly replaced by the immediate need for healing, for vigilance, for preparation. His gaze drifts to the distant rift window, a shimmering tear in reality, unnoticed by the exhausted, wounded king. From within its ethereal depths, unseen observers watch, their forms cloaked in shadows, their intentions unknown. They have witnessed the entire, brutal, destructive confrontation, every strategic move, every display of raw power. Their silent scrutiny is cold, calculating, assessing the strength and adaptability of this formidable, surprising, new contender. These unseen watchers are members of the Conclave, an ancient, cosmic organization that monitors multiversal stability. They observe through a rift window, a shimmering portal, a discreet, silent aperture into this unstable node. Their faces, if they have them, remain obscured by deep hoods and the distorting, ethereal energies of the window. One observer, taller than the others, raises a slender, gloved hand, gesturing towards the defeated Colossus's crater. A low, resonant voice, devoid of emotion, breaks the silent vigil, its words echoing softly through their chamber. The Lava Colossus, a formidable, destructive force, has been decisively, completely, and utterly defeated, the voice states. Another observer, smaller and more agile in form, inclines its head, a subtle gesture of acknowledgement and understanding. Its elemental power was immense, its destructive capability unquestionable, yet it was overcome. A second voice adds. The first observer turns its gaze back to the wounded Titan Rex, still resting amidst the desolate, scarred ruins. This creature, this Rex, displays an alarming, unprecedented, and dangerous rate of rapid adaptation, the voice remarks. A third observer, its form almost merging with the shadows, shifts slightly, its presence a ripple in the dark. It absorbed the Colossus's thermal energy, transforming it into a shield, an internal furnace of its own. It notes. The tallest observer nods, slowly. A deliberate, calculated movement, confirming the observation, the unsettling truth. Such a rapid, innate, evolutionary response is highly unusual. A true anomaly within our extensive, ancient archives. Their collective gaze lingers on Rex, a creature of primal fury now demonstrating a terrifying, strategic, intellectual prowess. They had anticipated a brute, a simple force of nature, not a cunning, adaptive, multiversal enhanced predator. The Conclave's purpose is to maintain cosmic balance, to contain threats, to prune unstable nodes from existence. This node, this fused reality, is already a source of immense concern, a growing threat to multiversal stability. The emergence of such a rapidly evolving, powerful, and unpredictable entity complicates their grim cosmic calculations greatly. It poses a greater threat than initially assessed. Its potential for escalation is dangerously, disturbingly high, one observes. The tallest observer turns from the rift window, its gaze sweeping across the other, silent members of the conclave. This one adapts too quickly. It is far too dangerous to be left unchecked in this volatile, unstable, fractured node. A chilling silence fills the chamber, heavy with unspoken implications, with the weight of cosmic, terrible decisions. The fate of Titan Rex, and perhaps this entire fused reality, hangs precariously in the balance, a cosmic gamble. Rex, unaware of the distant, cold scrutiny, slowly rises, his body still aching, but his spirit unbroken, unyielding. He surveys his scarred domain, the tangible proof of his hard-won victory, a testament to his formidable, destructive power. The sun, a bruised orange orb, begins its descent, casting long, distorted shadows across the desolate, ruined landscape. A cold wind whispers through the skeletal buildings, carrying the scent of ash and lingering, unstable rift energy. Rex lets out a low, guttural growl, a sound of defiance against the encroaching darkness, against all unseen threats. His glowing rift cracks pulse with a faint, steady rhythm like a heartbeat, a connection to the world's raw power. He limps towards a towering, shattered monument, its upper reaches lost in the gathering, ominous twilight sky. This is his territory, his hard-won kingdom, a chaotic realm where only the strongest, most adaptive truly survive. He knows more will come, drawn by the raw energy of the rift, seeking to conquer or destroy this unstable node. Tiamat, his temporary ally, is likely facing similar, brutal, existential challenges in her own distant corner of the fused world. The memory of their combined power against the Overmind still resonates, a flicker of shared, destructive purpose. Yet, their alliance was fragile, born of desperate necessity, and could shatter as easily as the glass around them. Rex is a survivor, a king forged in fire and chaos, his instincts honed by millennia of brutal, unforgiving struggle. He climbs the rubble-strewn base of the monument, seeking a vantage point, a place to observe and to recuperate. The air grows colder, the darkness deeper, as the last vestiges of twilight fade into an oppressive, starless night. Distant roars echo through the night, the sounds of other creatures, other dangers, lurking in the shadows of the ruins. Rex settles atop a jagged, concrete outcrop, his powerful body silhouetted against the bruised, ominous, distant horizon. His eyes, glowing faintly in the gloom, scan the desolate landscape, searching for any sign of impending, new threats. The pain in his body is a dull throb, a constant reminder of the battle, of the immense cost of his victory. But a deeper strength resides within him, a primal, unyielding will to endure, to dominate, to survive at all costs. The shattered map of worlds continues its slow, insidious response, drawing more entities, more dangers into this realm. New Q-level beings and intelligent factions will arrive, seeking to control, erase, or invade this unstable node. Rex stands as a bulwark, a formidable, unexpected, and rapidly evolving force against the encroaching multiversal chaos. His roar, though silent now, resonates with the power of a king who refuses to yield, to break, to be erased. He is a contender, a champion of his fractured world, ready to face whatever cosmic horrors the rifts unleash. The faint, violet glow of distant heart fragments pulses, a reminder of the raw, volatile energies that sustain this reality. The air is thick with anticipation. A heavy, electric tension. Foreshadowing more brutal, Rex shifts, his muscles tensing, his senses alert, even in his weary, battle-scarred state, ever vigilant. His gaze drifts towards the sky, towards the shimmering, distant tiers in reality. The gateways to unknown, alien worlds. He understands the stakes are higher now. The game expanded, his world but one piece on a cosmic, deadly board. The conclave in their distant, shadowy chamber continued their silent, chilling observations, their decision looming. Their purpose is cold, logical, focused on multiversal stability, even if it means sacrificing entire, vibrant realities. Rex, oblivious to their cosmic judgment, prepares for the next inevitable clash, the next brutal test of his power. The fractured world holds its breath, a silent witness to the dawn of a new era, of cosmic, violent, kaiju warfare. His shadow stretches long and distorted across the ruins, a dark, imposing silhouette against the dying, bruised light. The weight of his new role, a king on a cosmic stage, settles upon his massive, powerful, scaled shoulders. He is no longer merely a predator, but a symbol of defiance, a force of nature against multiversal annihilation. The metallic tang of blood mixes with the ozone, a testament to his struggle, his raw, unyielding, primal strength. He closes his eyes again, a brief moment of quiet resolve, before reopening them with renewed, fierce determination. The universe watches, unseen, as this king of ruins prepares for battles yet to come, for the ultimate cosmic test. The conclave's leader, its voice a whisper, reaffirms the dangerous assessment of the rapidly adapting dinosaur king. Its potential for disruption is too great. This anomaly must be contained, or perhaps utterly, completely eliminated. The other observers remain silent, their stillness a chilling affirmation of the grim, terrible, cosmic decree. The rift window flickers, then slowly begins to recede, closing the aperture, severing the distant, watchful connection. Rex remains alone in the desolate ruins, unaware of the cosmic judgment, the terrible fate now decreed for him. He is merely a king, a survivor, preparing for the next dawn, the next battle, the next challenge to his reign. The wind howls, a mournful dirge through the skeletal city, carrying whispers of impending, multiversal doom. His roar, a silent promise, echoes in the heart of the fractured world, a defiant challenge to all cosmic forces. The very ground beneath him pulses faintly, a living entity, responsive to his powerful, multiversal-touched presence. He stands as a beacon of untamed power, a living testament to the raw, destructive forces of this unstable node. The shattered map of worlds continues its ominous, relentless response, drawing closer, converging, preparing for war. Rex is ready, his hardened scales gleaming faintly in the oppressive darkness, a silent, formidable, dangerous sentinel. The distant rifts shimmer, gateways to infinite possibilities, infinite threats, infinite, cosmic, unending wars. His fate, once tied to a single world, now intertwines with the very fabric of the vast, chaotic multiverse itself. He is a king, a weapon, an anomaly, and the Conclave has now marked him for either control or total destruction. The night deepens, shrouding the ruins in an impenetrable veil, as the silent watching eyes make their final, terrible decision. The cosmic dice are cast. Rex's ultimate destiny now hangs precariously in the balance, a perilous, uncertain future. His powerful chest heaves, with a silent, primal breath, drawing strength from the very essence of his fractured world. The whispers of the multiverse grow louder, a cacophony of unseen entities, converging on this chaotic, unstable node. Rex stands defiant, a solitary figure against the encroaching cosmic tide, his will unbreakable, his spirit unyielding. The stars, invisible through the rift-torn sky, would bear witness to the dawn of a new, brutal, multiversal war. He is the king of these ruins, and he will defend his shattered throne against any and all cosmic, invading forces. The Conclave's chilling decree, a silent judgment from afar, now sets the stage for a truly cataclysmic, multiversal conflict. Rex is unaware, but the hunt has begun, and he is the quarry, a dangerous target in their cosmic, unforgiving game. His eyes, burning with a fierce, primal intelligence, scan the horizons, sensing the shift, the coming, terrible storm. The air crackles with an ominous energy, a prelude to the battles that will decide the fate of this entire reality. He lets out a low, challenging growl, a silent promise of destruction for any who dare trespass upon his dominion. The ruins stand as a testament to his power, a monument to his victory, a warning to all who observe. But the Watchers have made their choice, and the consequences will soon unfold in a terrifying, multiversal, cosmic scale. Rex stands alone, a king against the cosmos, his survival a defiance, his power a threat, his future uncertain. The rift window, now completely gone, leaves the King of Ruins alone, unaware of the coming, terrible, cosmic storm.